Hello again. So this is part 2 of the math education and unschooling video, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about math and what it's for. And so I'd like to just talk about what math is for. So like I said in my last video, I didn't have a very good math education just because my brain wasn't ready when I was younger and I couldn't grasp the concepts, and in order to graduate I took an accounting class instead. And I'd say if your child is struggling in math, maybe make it applicable to something. So when I learned math for my physics class in university, I learned math that could be applied, very difficult concepts that could be applied, like math concepts that could be applied to something. And I learned math so much better that way. And I think some kids are just like that. They need to know what it's for. It can't just be something on paper that a grown-up is making a kid do. Like, what is the point of that? And so I think sometimes that some kids need application. And some classes in high schools now do have applied math, like they have trades math and they have consumer math and things like that. And so if your child is struggling with math concepts, maybe it's because it's not being applied to anything, and if it does, it makes more sense. And I know there's a bit of research about that, like they do have this cognitive math paradigm in some of the school systems and things like that because they recognize that that's an issue. Some people do very good with theoretical mathematical concepts with no application whatsoever, but there's people like me who didn't and wouldn't have. I don't think I would have been able to learn math if I hadn't had something to apply it to. So if you have an algebraic equation that's just an algebraic equation, that's a very different thing than having an algebraic equation that's applied to a math concept or a trades math concept. So if your child is struggling in math, maybe think about what it's going to be applied for. And also think a little bit about what math is for in life. Like, what is the point of learning math just as a theory, aside from developing our brains? What is the point unless you're going to apply it to something? And if you're just going to learn math for learning math's sake because somebody told you to, are you going to retain the information? I know a lot of people say that they don't. So, you know, doing accounting practices or running a business or managing your Minecraft resources or buying and selling at the store or running a little entrepreneurship business, those are all math things that they don't even think of as math because they're applying it to something in real life. So don't give up. I know it's hard to because we've been so accustomed to thinking of math as absolutely the most important thing, but know that it's okay to just use a